Hello, welcome to another Black History Moment, reading from Black Saga, 1539 to 1542. Africans explore the Mississippi River with the Soto. An unknown number of Africans assisted Hernando de Soto on his expedition from Florida westward in search of gold. They crossed the river the Native Americans called the Mississippi and continued their search into the present-day Arkansas and Oklahoma. After traveling back to the Mississippi River, De Soto fell ill and died. 1540. Africans involved in Coronado's expedition. An unknown number of Africans accompanied the Spaniard Francisco Vasquez de Coronado on his explorations of southwestern North America in search of the fabled 7 cities of Cibola and their gold. Earlier, Estevanico had acted as interpreter and guide for the advance party. The explorers spent several years in the areas now known as Texas, Kansas, Arizona, and Colorado before giving up their search. He and his followers were the first Europeans to see the Grand Canyon. Eventually, Coronado gave up his search for the cities of gold. 1559. Tobacco reaches Europe. The first tobacco grown by slaves in the West Indies was shipped to Europe. It became a cash crop that demanded large supplies of labor. 1560. Africans outnumber Europeans in Caribbean islands. More Africans than Europeans inhabited the larger Caribbean islands. For example, Hispaniola had 30,000 Africans and 2,000 Spaniards. Puerto Rico had 15,000 Africans and only 500 whites. 1562. British government denies trading in slaves. The British government denied that it had entered the slave trade, even though John Hawkins of Great Britain had sold a large cargo of Africans to planters in Spanish Hispaniola. 1565. Africans help found settlement in Florida. Africans were among the expedition led by Pedro Mendez that founded St. Augustine, Florida, the oldest city in the United States. 1592. Slave shipments from Spain to the New World increase. Beginning in 1592, and for 9 more years, about 4,250 slaves were delivered annually to the Americas. The license to transport them was issued by the Court of Spain to Gomez Reynal. According to the agreement, 3,500, about 80%, of the slaves shipped each year had to arrive alive. Thank you for listening to this Black History Moment.